All right, so in this video we're checking out the Gyroor C1S seated electric scooter. So about a year ago I did a review on the C1, which is essentially the same frame as this one, but they have added some baskets here, as you can see on the C1S, and they've upgraded the motor. So the motor's now 550 watts here, rear hub motor. Last year's model was 450 watts, and then they've done a seat upgrade here. Some nice, very thick, cushy seats. So much better than the one that I reviewed about a year ago. Obviously, they're kind of marketing this one as a pet carrier or cargo carrier. So you can see I have a camera bag here in this basket in the front, and it's about 20 by 10 by 10. So probably like small pets, not too large, will fit in here. And you got a smaller rear basket. I think it's the same size as last year's. It would have been nice to have a little bit bigger one. Because of the bigger motor, the weight rating has gone up to 265 pounds total. I think we saw the same tires. They're 12 by 2.5 inches. And we have 140 millimeter rotors here and mechanical disc brakes on the front and rear. And we still have these same headlights in the front here. They're okay. It'll get you by in some nighttime riding. And we have a rear tail light that will also light up brighter when you brake. Seat height is adjustable, as you can see here. This basket, or both baskets, are removable. When you do the installation, only the rear basket needs to be installed, and then of course the seat and the handlebar. And then you do have to install these footrests, these little pegs, and then they do rotate out like this. Pretty easy to rotate them back in and out. The foot pegs are attached to the basket, so keep that in mind. You don't want to stand on this. It's probably not going to support your weight, but it's fine for when you're sitting down and putting your feet in here. It's totally fine for that. And again, you can remove the baskets if you want. So if you don't want the baskets in the way, you can take them off, and then it'll just be essentially the C1 with a upgraded seat and motor. So the battery on here is a 36 volt, 7.8 amp hour battery, and of course the motor is 36 volts. So the range on this one is up to 20 miles max, and the top speed is 18.6 miles per hour. I believe those are the same as the C1 from last year. It does have 3 speed modes. We'll do a speed test here. I'll show you that in a second on what kind of speeds you get in each mode. But obviously, if you want more range, you probably want to go a little bit slower. In terms of rider height, as you can see, the seat is adjustable. So you can, it says you can take riders from 5'1" to 6'1". So if you're super tall, probably want to stay away from this model. Now again, they are advertising this as a hauler, so pets or some other types of cargo. In this case, probably for this one, for shorter rides, this front basket here would be perfect for those like reusable shopping bags. So if you want to go to the market and do some grocery shopping, that would be really great for this. And then maybe some smaller stuff in the back. And obviously, if you want to haul stuff around and you don't want to carry a backpack, this is a pretty nice little model to do some short rides, basically in your neighborhood. Level surfaces, not going too fast. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit the roads here and see how the ride is and how fast it goes. All right, we got the same handlebar style as before. Small display here, mode button to change your speed levels. There's 3 levels. Trip odometer and odometer, power button here. Got a bell and half push throttle and your brake levers. And the angle is adjustable here, but the handlebar height is not adjustable. So we're just going to start off in level 1. And I'm going to just read off the numbers here. It's pretty easy to read in sunlight, but it's at an angle. I think it's probably not going to show up on camera. And topping out here on level 1 at about 12.5 miles an hour. Let's go to level 2. So it's not a speed demon. It's 36 volts. It's not going to blow anyone's socks off in terms of acceleration. And level 2 here, we're topping off at about 15.5 miles per hour. All right, let's hit level 3. So I'm a heavier rider, over 200 pounds, but this motor should ramp all the way up to that top speed eventually here. So we're already at 18.1, and looks like we're topping out at about 18.1 on the, no, 18.3. So that was the max. All right, so takes a little cruise around the neighborhood here, and I would mainly stick to smooth surfaces like this: asphalt, sidewalks, bike paths. There's no suspension on this one, and even with this nice cushy seat, I don't think going off-road would be very pleasant. I think that you'd probably want to stick to these kind of surfaces and speeds. Obviously, this is, targeting basically like short trips in your neighborhood, like going to the market, picking up some stuff, coming back. So you don't have to take your car, or maybe you don't have a car and maybe you live in an apartment or something and you just want to make a quick trip somewhere not too far, grab some stuff and haul it back in these little baskets, and you're good to go. So obviously, if you want to maximize your range, you probably want to stick to level 1 or level 2 on the speedometer or the speed level. And I think you can, I am actually adjusting my speed based on how much the throttle is being pulled. So I'm in level 2. I'm only pulling the throttle part of the way, and I was going like 13 miles an hour instead of the 15 and a half that I could go if I pulled the throttle the whole way. And so if you want to go slower, you can definitely do that and really maximize your range. I would say that if you are going at the top speed the whole way, you're probably going to get 12 to 13 miles instead of the 20 miles. It's basically, the faster you go, the more energy is being used by the battery, and you're just gonna have less range overall. But obviously, if you're just using this as a short hauler, short distance hauler, you really don't really need that much range. But I guess you could go 20 miles on this if you wanted to. It's I don't know. For personally, while the seat is comfortable on these smooth surfaces, I'm not sure I would want to go 20 miles on this one. But you certainly can if you wanted to. And if you want to go faster and go shorter distances, that's certainly possible as well. But yeah, it's basically pretty much the same as the C1 that I reviewed about a year ago, just a little bit more power. And they just gave you a little bit bigger motor so that you can haul some stuff, carry a little bit more weight around. And the acceleration seems to be about the same, and from what I could remember, braking seems fine as well. So I think this is currently coming around $350, I think. So check the link in the description if you want to know what the exact current prices. The prices fluctuate daily, so it really depends on the day you're checking it and what or where you're checking it at. But I think that'll do it for this video. And overall, pretty nice what you get for the money. If your goal is to just do those little short shopping trips, or if you're a pet owner, want to give your dog or cat a nice little ride around the neighborhood on this scooter, certainly nice. It's very well built, nice and quiet, no rattles or shakes or anything weird I hear. Solidly built. That's gonna do it for this video. Talk to you guys in the next one.